Good morning, everybody. Danny Shay here, rambling on a Friday. It's been a whirlwind 48 hours. Well, and if you think about it, it's been about 12 years of whirlwind. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, we was rambling. But before I get into the ramble, June 6th, 1944. I'd just like to honor our ancestors who fought in D-Day over in Normandy for France. Not for France, for the world, but on the Normandy shores. And this was just not one group of people, but this was a concerted effort from the Allied forces. And I think I have some stuff here. I think it was, there were like 13 different countries. What do I have here? Australia, Belgium, Czechoslovakia, Denmark, France, Greece, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Poland, UK, Canada, and the US. So thank you guys all for that. And so when I was looking up some of the information for D-Day, what does D stand for in D-Day? Well, D stands for day. So whoever set this up went to the redundancy school of redundancy, and because D stands for day, so it's day. And they would have certain things when they were planning this, D minus 3 or D plus 3. So the day the operation starts plus 3 days or what. Anyway, I didn't really get into it, but I thought it was funny. The other thing too that, you think, oh, D-Day, we went in there one day, it's done. No, it was 12 weeks that they fought. And there were gains and losses. And so it was this ebb and flow thing. And I think it's important to remember that during this time, there are ebbs and flows. There are wins and there are losses. There are advancements, and then we kind of settle in and we lose some of the advancements, and then we go forward again. So I think we're getting there. I think. I pray, please. So let's get into some of the before I guess I should talk about some of the ducks I'm using. Decks. I said decks. No, I said ducks. Some of the ducks I'm using. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Well, hello, everybody. Good to see you on this Friday. And we have here, we have little Pumpkinhead Duck. This is Psychic Duck's hillbilly brother. Hey, Psychic Duck's hillbilly brother, who did you vote for? I voted for Kamala, of course. Of course? Well, you guys have the same voice. Yeah, we're come from the same egg. Come from the same egg. Come on now. So what else? Oh, Jeannie McLaughlin wanted to send me an Edinburgh duck. And I go, really? An Edinburgh duck? It's Scottish. And it's purple. And I went, no, who ever heard of a purple duck? I had a little frog in my throat. So I got ducks, I got frogs. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so anyway, thank you for the kind offer. Please, I can't. I can't have any more ducks. I'll be overrun. I'll be overrun with, and you know what ducks do? Yeah, it's like a slip and slide when you're walking around with duck stuff. Okay. All right, all right, all right. What else do we have? So I want to ask, we have, one of the questions that popped into my head is that we have this just chaotic, where's my phone? Hang on. We have this chaotic government going on. I don't know if anybody has noticed it yet. It's really a bit wacky, to say something nice about it. It's crazy what's going on. And it's tapped down a little bit, which I kind of thought it would. So is NATO going to save us? Is there going to be some allied forces that go, okay, this is too nuts. We got to stop this? I keep saying yes. I keep feeling that. I keep thinking that Ruta has information that he can shed light on. I read on that on Wednesday. I said, is this the end of Pumpkinhead? And is he going to be gone by June? And then we get this blow up. And everybody seems to have backed away from it. I mean, there wasn't any that I could see midnight tweets going back and forth. And for God's sakes, I know most of y'all know this. If you're going to have a serious conversation, if you have a problem with somebody, the worst form of communication is a tweet, is a text, and then it goes to email. Email's slightly better. But if you have a problem with somebody, you better go talk to them face to face. That's the best way. Calm this down. All right. Leave your weapons at home when you do it. Yeah, well, I come from a hillbilly background. We all, the back of our trucks, we have them gun racks, and most times people just put their ball caps on them gun racks. But, every now and again. All right. So. Let's see. Here's something that came up that was kind of interesting. Economist Robert Reich, I think I pronounced his name right. He said this spat between Trump and Musk. He goes, this is an indictment of our political system and further proves the poisonous influence of big money in our democracy. I thought that was right on. So let's just do, I'm going to use the decks I'm using. PsychicDuck just quacks when I say that. I'm going to start out with this one, my Grand Tarot Lux. The other ones I have are Galactic Heritage, BLUESKY, a Sci-Fi Tarot, and I pulled out the Pumpkinhead deck, the Halloween deck, because we'll read on Musk and Trump using the Halloween deck, because it's just silly. It's just stupid with grave consequences. Grave. That's why I use the Halloween deck. Okay. Where am I going with this? Will we get away? So I think it was, who was it that said, what Supreme Court allowed corporations to donate to political parties? Was it under Reagan? I think it might have been. But will we create a law in the future that will limit the amount of money that we spend on elections? Because our elections have become big business, huge business. The only thing worse that we could do for this is if we put it on the stock market. That would be, maybe it is, I just don't know, but that would be way worse. Let's make money on the election. I mean, a big bet on it. Is our government in the future going to eliminate the or restrict the amount of money that people can donate, corporations can donate? To me, it feels like you have a limited amount of money, run your election. Make it 2 weeks. Say what you got to say and let's vote. I don't think that's going to happen though, because it's too much like reality TV show. Will the U.S. government limit the amount of money candidates can receive, candidates can spend? Let's just do 6 cards. Ooh. They're looking at it, it looks like. Sorry, a lot of glare. They're looking at it. Hermit. Shining a light on something. Some information coming up. Yes, 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 yes. I think so. Let me drop this down. Y'all can play along. Throw some cards if you choose. That'd be fun. Okay. There we go. Get my notes out of the way. So what I got here, will the government reduce or limit the amount of money that candidates can spend, candidates can receive from one person, like Elon, like Felon? So we get the Hermit, and then we get the King of Wands, the higher authority that has the correct information, or maybe not so much correct information, but information coming out, passion coming out, but keeps a lid on everything, has the maturity to bring something to fruition in a normal way, in a logical way. I'm rambling. Okay. At the base of this is the Four of Swords. We're sick. We're sick of this is not a healthy way to run a government. In the past, as it reflects, is a simpler time. Going back to more of an innocence of this. At the top of the reading that overshadows everything is the Knight of Cups. This is like the knight in shining armor. Could be the false knight, bringing forth something that is a better way of doing things. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, possibly working together for the higher authority. So what this tells me right now is that they're looking at it, they know this is the right way to do it, so I'm just going to keep going with the outcome portion of this, because this is where we are. We know we're sick. We know we're injured, sick. We know there was a better way of doing it in the past. Let's change this. Here we go. Internally. Whoops. Internally. We have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. King and Queen of Wands. So is a female, and I'm always, not always, but we are moving into the divine feminine. We are moving into more of a female position in our government. And so, I mean, to me, I'm always saying that the lotus is going to be the POTUS, And if Kamala is going to be POTUS, maybe she's bringing the Queen of Wands with her. Some other female that's going to make some more sense out of all this stuff. We get the Page of Cups, news coming from unexpected sources. It's a younger energy than the Knight of Cups, but we do have these, and I love the water theme in this deck with the cups. So it's like the Lemurian, the Atlantean, because it feels like he's underwater and the pillars are underwater. But there's a healing aspect to water that hopefully we can get with this young energy. And sometimes this young energy, some people may think, oh, it's not flushed out enough. Flushed out water. But it's that this young energy that is coming forth is what the Democrats and our republic needs. We need to let go of some of these old guys that wear their glasses on the tips of their nose and are hunched over in reading everything. And I don't want to mention names, Chuck Schumer, but let them go to be advisors for these young people stepping in. These young people will make some mistakes. That's why they need the advice from some of these old guys. We have moving on to calmer waters in the hopes and fears. I hope. And then we have the Four of Wands. This is success. This is, yeah, I think so. Queen of Cups. Success with the Queen of Cups. All right, thank you. And down, but not out. The Nine of Wands. I look at this card and I go, ooh, when that guy stands up, it's kind of like in the movies, right? Where the hero gets beat down, you know, and then he just stands up and goes, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Kamala Harris standing up. So, yeah, maybe in her term. Okay, cool. So, the other thing that I wanted to look at, oh my, come on, where's my rambling notes? Let's get into the Pumpkinhead feud. And Lori and Sheila and I read on this during last night. It was like an emergency meeting. It was an emergency meeting. But so as we pulled away from really important news or what's going on, the travel ban, I thought I read that the administration has brought back somebody from El Salvador. I thought I read that this morning, so I don't have the information on that. So maybe. The other thing is that, you know, even though it's like, oh my gosh, yay, finally, you know, we get to see some of this fall apart a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's falling apart like it was yesterday. So, you know, and I'm not one to jump on and start reading on something until the dust kind of settles. But I did yesterday. It was fun. I love reading with them, so it's all good. But Elon said that he was going to stop the the Dragon rockets from going up into the space station. And there's what we have. How many people are on the space station right now? I think we have 2 or 3 citizen U.S. people on the space station. And so it's like, well, what's going to happen there? It's hard to have one person control that much power, that much of our military, that much of our space. I think if we give a pause to it, because we're shooting rockets, a lot of rockets up near Vandenberg. And I'm going to use my sci-fi deck to see maybe we should slow that down a little bit. Because we don't know what pollutions we're putting into the atmosphere. But we can't leave people up at the space station, and we can't just shut off all the satellites that we've become so dependent on. It's kind of like throwing your phone away and be like, probably be a good thing. All right. Pumpkinhead and Musk's relationship. Yikes. How's this feud going to work out? Is it going to escalate? It feels like to me that it's going to slow, that it's going to calm down, and then it's going to flare back up again. And Elon got hurt because of the EV credits, because there was one of his friends didn't get into space or whatever, and his AI wasn't used for Egypt or for Saudi Arabia. Sam Altman got some contract, and so Elon got all hurt. He thought he had it in, but I guess not. So it's just bizarre that we'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right. Elon and Trump. How is this going to work out in the future? What do we need to know? How is this going to work out in the future? Do we think that this is going to be that the Epstein files are going to come out? One of the things that nobody's talking about, that's just like under the radar, is I gave you the presidency. I gave you the House, and I made the Senate, and I gave you the Senate. I mean, he actually said that. Nobody's talking about that. Well, I am. PsychicDuck is. What do you think? Cheater. Cheater. All right. Okay, back to Elon and Pumpkinhead. Felon and Pumpkinhead. 8 of Bats. Really tied up. This is... So I'm going a couple of different ways with this. And again, pull your cards. Are they intertwined? Are they just wrapped up together? They got a lot of crazy thoughts and things swirling around their head. Steve Bannon saying, hey, get rid of that guy. Oh, hang on. Come on, Danny. I'm going to hit pause. Okay, so are they just so intertwined with these crazy ideas floating around their head, ketamine-induced, drug-induced ideas that are just wrapping them all up? Or are they really restricted to each other and they're tied inextricably, is that the right word, to each other? And then we have, it's being crossed by winning, riding in as a winner, the 6 of Wands. Interesting. If you look at this card, though, right? And I'm all about the imagery of the cards for the intuitive message. The one in the back is holding a cat. And when I looked at that, I go, ooh, secrets. Secrets. They're kind of looking at him. What do you got in there? What do you hold on to? A little secret. A little secret right here that I may let out, may not. But anyway, it appears like they're winning right now. Or they're not winning, but they've patched things up. It's going to be okay. At the base of the reading, we have the Six of Bats. Bats are swords. Moving on to calmer waters. In the past, this is what happens when you grab an imp by the tail. It's like, whoa. Imp by the tail. Imps are wands, big stick, bam, bam, bam. The top of the reading, Eight of Ghosts, Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow, walking away from things that go boo, woo. Okay, in the potential near future, they're still lovers. They're still good. One's a vampire, the other is a little girly man. Sorry, girly man. Oh, happy Pride Month. Speaking of girly men, speaking of happy Pride Month. So one of the crazy things that Trump did was the administration took the name of the San Francisco activist off one of the warships, Harvey Milk. Like, how petty! How petty! When is this over? Okay, keep going. Keep going. Focus, Danny. All right, Six of Ghosts. Going back to a simpler time. Lovers, going back to a simpler time. The external position is something new is going to come out of this. The Page of Pumpkins. This page is looking right into Mr. Pumpkinhead, though. A more contained Pumpkinhead, because he doesn't have all the sugar thing flowing out of his head. Okay. Something new coming. Hopes and fears. Illumination. Interesting. The hope is that they will have sun and it'll be fun and it'll be light and breezy. The fear is full illumination. Full-on illumination. Epstein files. Votes. And the final outcome? The Page of Ghosts. News coming from unexpected sources. Clarified by the Knight of Ghosts. The Knight of Cups. We got that the last reading too. Could be Knight in shining armor. Could not be. And then we get the Three of Cups. This Three of Cups threw me in Lori's show that I did yesterday. Because I'm like, what is this Three of Cups? What is this celebration? They're intertwined. They're going to get back together. It's going to be good. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. But there's going to be some news that pops up. What is this Eight of Ghosts? Walking away. It feels like, when I look at this reading, that they should walk away. Somebody should walk away. But they don't. They still stay together. Let me ask it a different way with a different deck. Is Elon Musk going to shed light on his role with the 2024 vote manipulation. Is Elon Musk going to give up information on his role with the election flip? Is Elon Musk going to shed light on his? Let's just do 6 real quick. Is he going to shed light on this? Drop it down. Guess who I get right off the bat? Queen of Cups. It's my Kamala card. It's being crossed by the Wheel of Fortune, Fate, Sadness, Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords is they can be both Kamala cards because she was a prosecutor. Secrets coming out, coming to light, and coming in as a winner. So I said I'm only going to do 6. I'm only going to do 6 because I'm a man of my... Okay, never mind. I always change my mind. Kamala is waiting for her time. It was sad what happened. Elon, are you going to open up? Are you going to shed some light on this? Yes. There's going to be some legal implications that they're already working on. And someone's coming in as a winner. That someone is the center card there. So again, I'm getting Kamala. And I'm getting, yes, Elon will shed some light on what he did. For that to happen, let me flip this back up. For that to happen, it feels like to me that Elon would have to be out of the country. He'd have to go, see ya. The spread that I did just before with the Halloween deck said that they were going to kind of make up, they're going to be intertwined or something. Is Elon going to be forced to leave the country? 32 minutes and 42 seconds. And then I will start reading your questions after this. Will Elon be forced to leave the country? Elon be forced. So the day-to-day stock price of Tesla went up again because they stopped tweeting. Will Elon be forced? So is Tesla going to say, you got to go? I think yes. Maybe they'll have big balls running Tesla. Trump put a 22-year-old in charge of, who did he put? What was this? Oh, come on, Danny. What did he put in there? 22-year-old in charge of counterterrorism. Are we going to be hit? We'll see. We shall be seen. Okay, let's see. Will Elon be forced to leave the country? Will Elon be forced to leave the country? I keep seeing the 8 of Cups in my head. So there it is. So here he is. He's kind of crying over spilled milk. And this card, 4 cups, right? But look at all the cups. There's 8 cups there. So if you go to I just said, I keep seeing the Eight of Cups. Well, there it is, the Eight of Cups. That's not the Eight of Cups I was seeing, though. This is the Four of Cups. This is wah, 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 crying over spilled milk. You have an offer that you're not looking at. Okay? But there are also four other cups that are overflowing. So when I hear that Elon's wealth is tied to the government contracts, he's got so much money. He lives in people's back rooms. I just don't see that money is an issue for him. If he loses all his contracts, and I don't know his finances, but I think he's still going to be okay. I think. I mean, how many billions do you need? I just need 2. I'm not greedy. Just 2. And no, I'm not lending you any. PsychicDuck. He says, quit being a tightwad. Okay, I'll lend you some when I get it. All right. 4 Cups. Is Elon leaving? I keep seeing 8 of Cups now. 4 Cups. I think he's being given an offer to get out. That's what I just heard. And it's going to make us happy. This 3 of Cups, I gotta pull a spread. What is it with these 3 of Cups? Celebration, female celebrating. The Democratic card. Cheering, 10 of Cups. In the past, we have the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to drop this down and kind of throw these kind of quick. 9 of Pentacles. At the top of the reading, we have walking away from being stabbed in the back. And we have the new beginning. Okay, got it. I hope it's all clear to you all. He's being made an offer that's going to make us all happy. The divine feminine happy. So I keep going back to Lotus is the POTUS. When we shift this thing, but I think it's before that. I got to read on this card more. But we have cheering with the 10 of Cups, the Democratic card, him going on a new beginning. Internally, okay, so this is the future area for me. Internally, we have the Knave of Swords, things coming out pretty quickly, new truths coming out. The Knight of Cups, a wild ride, wild. You can see that, woohoo! Get on your dragon and go. Buckle up. So we still got some more stuff going on, right? 3 of Wands. This is kind of pausing, hopes and fears, kind of pausing, taking a look at things. What do we got going? What's coming at me? What's going away from me? Overseas stuff. And then we have moving on, the Chariot. Is he being forced to leave? Yes. By the Knight of Wands. That's my Mark Ruta NATO card. And then, of course, a reading from me would not be complete without the Queen of Cups. I am getting a big, strong vibe that he's going to spill the beans on this. I want to read on this 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Why do I keep getting this 3 of Cups in my readings when I'm talking about Musk? Is it all of his wives or baby mamas that are celebrating? What is this? What? Talk to me. Clear the energy. What? Why am I keep getting this 3 of Cups? Somebody said it was a celebration on Trump's parade or something. I don't know. What is the 3 of Cups? What is the 3 of Cups? Why am I getting this? Why is it not making sense to me? Please clarify. Please. What is this? My mind is blank. Fill it in with color. Ooh. 3 of Swords. Sadness, heartbreak, betrayal. Health event. Queen of Coins. Fill it in. Help me. 2 of Cups. Betrayal with Homeland Security, but they come together with something. Just keep going. 3 of Cups. Okay, thank you. That happens a lot. What's the 3 of Cups about? Oh, it's about the 3 of Cups. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. We have the 3 of Cups. Whatever this 3 of Cups is, it's a celebration. It's about strength, but it's about some this Knight of Swords charging ahead. The Knight has the sword of truth. It doesn't feel like it's Elon's strength. Doesn't. Feels like it's the strength of someone that is going to change something. Okay. All right. Let's get to some of your questions. All right. Thank you guys for submitting your questions. 41, 44. Thank you for submitting your questions. And thank you for liking and subscribing. Appreciate you all. Okay. First one that I looked at was Blazing. Will the travel ban hold up? I saw a thing on PBS where this Afghan woman who is now under the Taliban rule went to another country to work on her student visa for the U.S. She's been working on it for like a year. She got it, and she was going to come to the U.S. for education. She wanted to be a teacher, and now she's in limbo. She goes, what do I do? If I go back to my country and the Taliban finds out, ruh-roh, big trouble for her. Is this travel ban gonna hold up? Let me switch decks. Is this travel ban gonna hold up? You know, and I have a really hard time reading some of these questions. What does it mean? Is it going to be in place? Is someone going to try to stop it? Yes. But I'm always seeing Kamala Harris. I see the Trump regime failing and folding. So it's not going to hold up. So I have a hard time reading, some of these questions because I'm going, I don't think that's in the cards for the future. Okay, let's just look at the travel ban. What can you tell me about the travel ban? It's so silly. Some of these countries, they're so small. And I think he did it because of the attack in Boulder, but he didn't block Egypt. It's kind of crazy. 2 of Pentacles, kind of underwater, juggling things, travel ban. Here's overseas, the Knave of Wands, looking over in like the deserts of the Middle East. And that's just in my mind. I think of the Middle East as a lot of deserts. I know it's not. I would love to go there. I would love to go to Egypt. Okay. Full illumination at the base. Drop this down. Full illumination in the past is the wish card. The top of the reading is the legal actions, Knight of Swords, and in the potential near future is the High Priestess. Secrets coming out. Queen of Cups is in the internal position. This is why I have a hard time reading on this. Queen of Cups, she's got a secret in there. She's letting it out. Four of Cups, an offer being made. The Nine of Cups is having a lot of security in your own little sphere. And a little bit of intuitive. And the Knave of Swords. So is this going to hold up? I am getting a no. I'm thinking there's going to be legal challenges that are going to give us some hope, but we do have the devil right behind it. So again, it's this roller coaster ride that we're going to go through. How many emergency meetings not emergency meetings, emergency Supreme Court measures can the Trump administration send up? I mean, he always wants to be, you know, the biggest and the best, and I think he's got the most emergency Supreme Court requests of anybody. Oh my gosh, it's kind of, it's scary. Oh, come on. It's scary, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, this goes back to Lisa. Apparently dozen planes left the Kremlin, presumably with Putin on board. I guess we're going back to the drone attack. Wow, that was something. That was something. And I think when I think about that drone attack, I think, okay, how easy is it for somebody else now to be attacking the U.S.? How easy is it? Because we have 22-year-old in charge of counterterrorism. We have Hegseth in the Pentagon. I'm like, oh my God. We have Linda McMahon, who doesn't even know how to count. I don't know if you guys saw some of the Senate or congressional, I don't know which one, interviews with Linda McMahon. And this one guy he goes, what was our grade? What was our status in 1979? And the English was so poor, I can't even repeat it. And I'm a hillbilly from Missouri, and I can't even repeat it because I'm like, it doesn't fit in my brain. And Linda McMahon goes, what, really low? And he goes, no, 1979, we were first. Oh, 1979, yeah, oh, that, yeah. Unbelievable. And then she couldn't even add. She couldn't even add. This is one of the cards I get, and we get magic. Tower moment and magic. Okay. Did the Kremlin have a heads up about the attack? Or did Putin, etc., flee Moscow for another reason? Well, I guess the first question is, was Putin in Russia during the attacks? Was Putin in Russia during the attacks? We'll do 3 cards. Was Putin in Russia? Anybody have a pendulum? Was Putin? I do. I say yes. We have magic. We have the moon card, secrets coming to light, coming out of the water. And we have the drone. Oh, you guys can't see that because it was so glary. So we have the magician, we have the moon, And then we have the King of Swords, the drone attack. So, yeah, I think that he magically left in secret. Okay, so did he get a heads up on the attack? Did he get a heads up on the attack? I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing yes. Did he get a heads up on the attack? We'll do 3 cards with that. Writing in as a winner. Loss, sadness, and the wild ride. So with these 2 cards, I'm getting yes, that's a yes card. That is a loss card. So he did. There was nothing he could do to stop it. So he just took off. Wild ride. And I think it's going to continue to be a wild ride. They were saying Putin was going to try to retaliate. And you got to just shake your head at Pumpkinhead's response in the White House with German Chancellor. German Chancellor is reminding him of what the Allied forces started on D-Day today for 81 years ago. Like Linda McMahon right now. I don't know, 80, 81? 81. And he goes, remember what the Allied forces, what we can do together. And Pumpkinhead goes, yeah, well, if you know, sometimes you just got to let those 2 kids fight in the playground. And then you pull them off a little later on. I go, they've been fighting for 3 years. It's time to pull them off. Let's take a look at drones. I'm going to switch gears from your comments real quick. Is the U.S. susceptible to drone attacks in this current administration? Do we have enough in place? Do we have enough in place to prevent terrorism in the U.S.? From inside or outside? Remember Chris Ray said the greatest threat to the U.S. is domestic terrorism. That's what he said. That's what he was warning us against. Now I'm thinking it could be from foreign adversaries too. Are we okay? Are people watching? Are people watching domestic terrorism and thwarting it? Because you know that Trump isn't getting briefed. A lot of the world isn't telling him things. Are we being briefed? Are we going to be blindsided? I guess that would be it. Are we going to be blindsided by an attack of some kind? Shit. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Caca. I meant to say that. 5 of Swords. Abuse of power. The slaughter of the green men. Did Argon the Destroyer go too far? Sci-fi deck. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to pull 6. Queen of Cups. I've been getting her a lot in this reading. The Queen of Cups. Please don't mistake Lotus as a bubblehead. Do not. That would be a big mistake. Big mistake. It says, she holds life in the palm of her hand. And she's got a little green man in there in a test tube. And the slaughter of the green men. It's a fun deck. All right. How are we doing? Ooh, Hanged Man. Abuse, scorn, forsaken. Was he a madman or a prophet? Mad. Mad, I tell you. We get the Two of Cups in the past. Are we okay? We were in the past. In the future, what do we have here? Sci-fi swords. Is this the Ace of Swords? I don't know what this is. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight of Swords. Why didn't they say Eight of Swords? Is it written on there? No. No. It's being tied up. Eight of Swords. It's kind of restricted. It's like, well, she's being restricted, the Queen of Cups. And when she gets out, Three of Swords, I don't think we're that safe. I don't think so. Loss, Star of Hope. In the future is the Star of Hope, and guess who the Star of Hope is? Not this bubble-headed lady, but the Lotus. King of Pentacles in the hopes and fears. I like the comment on this card. He had it all. What he did with it changed the universe. I think our universe has been changed. King of Pentacles is a lot of times my Pumpkinhead card. And the final outcome is the Ace of Cups. Moving on. Your future begins now. So, Nine of Cups. It's got a naked picture on it, so I can't show you. And then we get the Ten of Cups, my Democratic card. So we get the Wish card, we get the Ten of Cups, we get the new beginning. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go through some heartbreak. This Three of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords that is going to like kind of shake us up a little bit. But I think that is going to be the beginning of when the devil made me do it. Again, naked people. This, not really. YouTube, no, not really. It's art. So yeah, I think that there's a possibility. So just stay vigilant, stay aware that there will be something, a flashpoint that will bring the end to this. Is there going to be a flashpoint that we need to worry about in the coming? Is there going to be a flashpoint in the coming weeks that we need to worry about? Let's just say this summer that we need to worry about. Card, Six of Wands, coming in as a winner. Page of Pentacles. Something new coming at you. Something new flying at you. And the Knight of Swords. Action. Kind of, yes. Be careful. This is for entertainment only. I'm reading sci-fi cards. Can't take it too seriously, but I would take it seriously. Because I'm a quacker. PsychicDuck. Sometimes he thinks my jokes are not right. Oh, an hour? What? I haven't gotten to all the questions yet. All right. Let's see. One more, and then I'm going. Let's see what AOC is doing. This is coming from Musical Swede, from Sweden. Let's see what AOC is doing. AOC, what you doing? Are things? AOC. How are things? Bannon and who was it? Oh, Musk saying time for a third party. Yeah, time to get rid of the Democrats and Republicans, I think. We don't want to start a ketamine party, but new party where we're all together wanting the same thing instead of the divisiveness that Russia wants us to go through. Okay. AOC. Thoughts, plans, what are you doing? Feels like she's kind of sitting back going, wow, look at this. She's just kind of watching the show a little bit. She's got something going. She's got something in the works. AOC, what's going on? Moving on to calmer waters. And I don't know, with this card, I get that she's navigating some legal issues, some legal roadblocks. It's not necessarily her legal issues, but skirting around some of the legal trappings that keep people back. You know, I mean, Trump does this all the time, so. We're not. Are you just going to hog the whole reading, Queen of Cups? AOC, we're talking about. She's got a big role in the government with the Hierophant. Let me drop this down. Big role in the government. In the past, she's been watching ships come in and go out with the Three of Wands. She's been watching the U.S. government go away. She's watching things come in, go out. She's, and this one has a jester on its sail, so she's looking at the U.S. government ship as a joke right now, going, what the heck? At the top of the reading, the Ace of Cups, new emotional start, new beginning, off we go. And in the potential near future, the King of Cups. The King of Cups. This is my dementia card. No, I'm kidding. My auto pen card. This is my Joe Biden card, King of Cups. I think it's so funny that Trump is saying that Joe Biden is a robot clone that had dementia. And you know he's just projecting. He's got such dementia going on, but nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. So is Joe Biden going to come back? That is what some people on this channel say. He's got a plan, a government reset. You know, I am not, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I haven't really dug into it, but he shows up a lot with her. Internally, we get the Two of Swords. So this one, there's a decision that needs to be made. There isn't anymore. They're seeing what's going on. So they don't have the blindfold on in this Two of Swords. They see what's going on, but they're kind of hanging back in the shadows a little bit. They have their legal points. They're ready to go. They're not crossed. They're standing straight up. So is one Kamala and is one Joe? Let me know in the comments. Externally, we have the Queen of Swords. And again, for those who listen to the whole thing, I said that Kamala is also the Queen of Swords. She is a prosecutor. So we get both of those cards for her. Interesting. And we have the Four of Cups, an offer being made in the hopes and fears. We hope an offer is being made that gets Muskrat and Pumpkinhead gone. And we have worry. This is AOC's reading, by the way. I sometimes forget what I'm doing. AOC's, she worries about this government. She and Kamala and Joe probably are chit-chatting, coming up with a plan. Clarifying this worry card is the Seven of Swords, the deceit, the steal. Financial loss, bankruptcy, moral loss. Certainly, if she's worried about the steal, about the financial bankruptcy, the moral bankruptcy, a lot of times if you could just go into the church here and get some morality, some enlightenment, but they don't. In other decks, they're out in the cold. This one, it feels like they're just throwing money at things, going, yeah, now you're whole, huh? Here's some money. No. One more. Get the Lovers. And I think that is this. This Lovers representing the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and she's a fighter. She's maybe that Queen of Swords. AOC, she's got some things going on in the background. I think she is talking with Kamala. I think she's talking with Joe in back channel ways. So, all right. Thank you guys for staying with me for so long. Appreciate it. All right, Psychic Duck, you have anything else to say? Psychic Duck just says peace and love. Thank you for watching.